guys, so I haven't posted a video in 6 days and that feels really strange, but just nothing has been happening on the internet or nothing that I could make more than a 5-minute video out of, so I just decided to not post because I'm not going to post when there's nothing happening. So now we've actually got a few stories to get through now that I've collected them over the last week, and yeah, but also before we get into it, I've noticed that there are quite a bit of problems with subbing, unsubbing on YouTube. It's just been a whole mess. I've spoken to so many content creators and it's just not fun. I've gotten so many comments that people have noticed after like 2 weeks that they've been unsubscribed and they just haven't been receiving notifications for my videos. So just make sure before we get into the video, scroll down, see if you're subscribed, if you want to be subscribed, and also just turn on all post notifications if you want to be made aware of when a video is being posted so that, you know, you don't miss stuff. And the last thing I'm asking you guys for, I know I'm having a lot of demands in today's video, is engagement was really high when I was asking for it. So if you guys at any point during this video have an opinion about any of the stories, please comment down below in a civilized manner. Please don't hurt my feelings. Some of you guys have said that until I told you guys to comment, you were kind of scared to put your opinions out there, and I never want you guys to feel that way. I think you can, you know, we can have like lovely conversations in the comments. If at any point you feel like commenting, please do. It really helps to push my videos out there in the algorithm, and with all the sub issues and recommended issues, it really helps to get a thumbs up and a comment if that's something that you guys want to do. Second channel and social media will be in the description. All the links plus the affiliate links and the other links will be in the description, along with the sponsor for today's video, which is Raycon. So if you go on buyraycon.com/Angelika Oles, you will get 15% off your first order. So here I have my trusty everyday E25 earbuds. I've been showing you guys these for a few months and I've been loving them for a few months. They work perfectly just like when I got them out of the box, and I can't say that for many other earbuds. So a few facts about these: they are about half the price of any other premium earbud brand. They sound amazing. They have 6 hours of playtime on one charge. They have seamless Bluetooth pairing, which I can vouch for. Compact design, which I can also vouch for. Look at this. It fits into any pocket, any, you know, anything really, so I can just take them with me on the go anytime and listen to my podcasts and my audiobooks, which is always a fun time. They also have a noise isolating fit, which is possible because of these little rubber tips, which you can change depending on the size of your earlobes, because mine are like this, but yours might not be. And Raycon thinks about all those possibilities and they give you multiple different fits, so you can perfectly fit your ear and you can get a noise isolating fit. Then there's also things like they have a 45-day return policy, which means if you don't like it, you can just send it back, but I know you guys will like it. They also have a bunch of different colors. It's not just like 1 or 2 colors. Like, you can really go crazy with these and you can just feel like you're matching like your style. I have these because, as you guys know, pink's my favorite color and this is essentially pink. You guys can get whatever one you want, or you can just be matching with me. That's also a possibility. If you guys forgot what I said at the start of this integration, go on buyraycon.com/Angelika Oles for 15% off already very affordable earbuds that work really well. So anyway, let's get back to the tea. So the first story is Jaclyn Hill. There was a tweet posted by Def Noodles saying Jaclyn Hill shares a series of emotional posts on Instagram talking about the months following her lipstick scandal. Jaclyn says in one post she felt undeserving of winning an American Influencer Award. And the posts on Jaclyn Hill's story were, "This is the best memory I have from living in LA last year. Hands down, this moment was completely unplanned and 100% organic. I felt like a kid again and I'm so thankful for friends like Amber who bring my inner child out. I'm assuming it was just like a fun beach moment." And then she said, "This was 5 minutes before jumping into the ocean. I was so sad at this point last year, guys. I was trying so hard to fake a happy life for social media. Can't you see it in my eyes? It's hard for me to even look at pictures from this period." And then she posted a picture of herself from the American Influencer Awards. So she goes, "I felt so undeserving of this award. I was ashamed of who I had let myself become and still believe thousands of other influencers deserve recognition more than me. And then my highlighter campaign restored faith in me. I've never talked about this, but I cried so much on set because having these beautiful women stand next to me, hyping me up and holding me up restored my faith within myself in a way I'll never forget. It was such a powerful moment." Someone actually replied to Def Noodles saying, "Yeah, whenever she posts emotional stuff, it's because she's about to sell something big. She psychologically manipulates people a lot before a big drop. She does this days, weeks, or a month before." Now, what they're kind of referring to is do you guys remember when she posted that like "get ready with me" that was like getting vulnerable, and then after that it was, I believe, her Morphe palette launch? Yeah, so people are talking about that. Sometimes she'll do this thing where she, you know, goes over like her mistakes and she cries a little bit and then suddenly there is some kind of a launch. So it's not completely a reach. At the same time, I never want to make someone feel guilty for getting emotional on the internet, because I think it's just human to be emotional and talk about your mistakes. And if you don't talk about your mistakes and acknowledge, you know, within yourself that you make mistakes, you're never going to stop making mistakes. But then again, as humans, you never really stop making mistakes, but you might not make the same one again. So the fact that she, you know, films vulnerable videos is completely fine. But the fact that she films a vulnerable video and then shortly after releases something is a little bit of a you know? Anyway, Jaclyn Hill then quote retweets that and says, just so everyone knows, I'm not releasing another product until 2021. And my last product was in 2019. I'm not about to launch a product. So sick of seeing comments like this. That is not completely true though. Her last Jaclyn Hill product was in 2019. But in 2020, she did have a launch. It was her Morphe X Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. So even though that is not her product, she still makes money from it. You know, there's this whole like, oh, I haven't released a product since 2019. Well, that's not true. Essentially, I sometimes feel bad for Jaclyn. I think she gets a lot of crap for sometimes not even valid reasons, like her looks or how much filler she decides to get in her face or whatever else people think of, you know, giving her crap for on that specific day. But then there are things that she definitely deserves to get crap for, like lying to her customers, not recalling dangerous products, not being a good CEO. And those are things that are definitely a good reason to have a go at her. But there is a limit to how much you have a go at another human being. If you want someone to actually, you know, work on themselves and do all of that stuff and stop lying to you about products or not recall products, shouting at them, bullying them, harassing them is probably not the best way to go about things. And as much as it's like our right to, you know, demand money back or whatever it is that she, you know, owes people, at the same time she is a human being. So that's kind of where I'm at with Jaclyn Hill. I don't think she's the worst person in the world and I don't think she's the best person in the world. She's somewhere in the middle, someone who makes mistakes, sometimes doesn't own up to them, sometimes she lies, and sometimes she's just not a great CEO. But as a whole, I don't think she's the most horrible person on planet Earth that deserves to be bullied for the rest of her life daily. I just want to see improvement when it comes to her being a CEO of a company, because that's where my main issues lie. Is she going to release more health and safety hazards and then not recall them when she realizes that they're health and safety hazards? And is she going to keep on lying to people about said health and safety hazards? That's just where I'm at. I don't feel the need to bully her daily. I don't tweet at her every day. I don't leave nasty comments on her Instagram pictures. I just want to make sure that from this point onwards, her releases are slightly less problematic than they have been in the past. The next piece of tea is that Bryce Hall is aggressive again. And he's also trying to be the next Jake Paul, essentially just do things to piss people off so that he gets more clout. So what happened was recently there was a video that actually he posted that was him and a bunch of friends beating someone up. Apparently it was like a good reason to beat someone up, I don't know. And here's an insider article written by Kat, which is TikTok star Bryce Hall under LAPD investigation for fighting restaurant staff who told him to leave for vaping in his seating area. So Bryce Hall told TMZ he asked for his credit card back from the restaurant more than 10 times before the altercation started. So you're telling me you asked for your credit card 10 times, right? A chain restaurant is not going to steal your credit card from you because that is a crime. They were probably just sorting it out behind the scenes. They probably have a lot of guests that they're trying to tend to. You're not that important. But you're telling me that just because you asked for your credit card multiple times and they couldn't provide that right this second, that was a good enough reason to then go and beat someone up? Are we animals? Like, if your credit card was not given back to you, you could just call the police because that's theft. You don't have to beat them up. On Monday, footage obtained by TMZ appeared to show TikTok star Bryce Hall in a physical altercation with restaurant staffers, reportedly because Hall was asked to stop vaping and blew vapor in an employee's face. During a pandemic, he got up close to someone's face and blew air into their face and then was asked to leave. He denied blowing vapor in an employee's face in a statement to BuzzFeed, but admitted that he was asked to leave after vaping in a seating area and that he was involved in a physical altercation. An LAPD representative told Insider that it is investigating 2 suspects for potential felony battery, including Hall and another unnamed suspect. An employee at a restaurant told Insider that Hall was the first to initiate physical contact with the manager who also owns the restaurant and said Hall called him a fat Mexican after the video ended. Hall can be seen on top of what is believed to be one of the restaurant workers in the video with other individuals trying to pull him off. The pair then crash into another patron's table as the restaurant guests react with shock. After being separated, an onlooker curses out Hall, telling him to get out and calling him and his friends punks. An employee of Cinco who says they witnessed the altercation told Insider that Hall struck the restaurant's owner and manager first after being gestured without physical contact to leave the restaurant. The same employee told Insider that the owner broke his hand as a result of the altercation and will be in a cast for 2 months. After Hall and the owner were separated and after the video footage stops, the employee told Insider that Hall called the owner a fat Mexican. TMZ also reported that the brawl started after Hall was asked to stop vaping, which is illegal in restaurants in LA. So he did something that was illegal, was asked to leave private premises, and then thought that the best action to take in that moment was to beat someone up. What a great inspiration for the youth of 2020. Sources told TMZ that Hall refused to stop vaping and blew smoke in a restaurant employee's face. Social media posts taken by Hall's party at the restaurant showed Hall's vaping device at the table. In a statement given to BuzzFeed, Hall admitted to vaping, being asked to leave, and getting in a physical altercation with staff, but denied blowing vapor in anyone's face. Well, as if that changes much. It really doesn't. Hall has a history of violent encounters. On October 5th, just 2 weeks before the incident at Cinco LA, he tweeted a video of himself and other Sway House members physically attacking someone, captioned, "We don't condone violence, but if you punch someone in front of us, we'll have no choice but to defend ourselves." He has also apologized for physically assaulting his friend Zach Clayton in December 2018, tweeting, "What I did was effed up," after YouTuber Tana Mojo made an expose video about the attack. That's actually crazy because she filmed a video, I remember this, because I watched it before I knew who Bryce Hall was, about how he beat up another content creator called Zach Clayton. She really called him out, really went hard on him, and now Tana Mojo is seen on TikTok making TikTok dances with him. She's such a great friend, so loyal, so amazing, so incredible. Mwah, chef's kiss. I want a friend like that. And actually, since then, he's tweeted out saying, "Irrelevant creators keep my name in their mouth to get their social blades green for once. It's so sad, but do whatever to pay your bills, I guess." And then people are replying with period. And love you, Bryce. I've lost faith in humanity. I just don't understand how he still has fans. So another thing that's happened recently is the Ace family had a little bit of a situation where Catherine filmed a video that was supposed to be like a day in Catherine's life. So she was supposed to be the one vlogging and just showing how she goes about her day. And during the video, she lives in a part that I'm going to play now.
Hey, Ace family! Welcome back to our channel, guys.
What's going on, everybody? Ooh, look at my hair.
No.
Good thing I don't have to. No, I'm gonna say, good thing I don't have to be on camera today.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
My hair looks up. I will not film like this. So just go.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Ace family! Welcome back to our channel, guys.
What's going on, Ooh, look at my hair. Good thing I'm not gonna be on camera today. All right, baby.
Which clearly shows Austin being kind of like angry and shouting in front of the kids and swearing in front of the kids. I feel so bad for the kids more than anything because they saw like him have this like little outburst and then they have like a little break and then the moment the camera comes up they all just like go back into character, and that can't be good for them psychologically. Like that is just, they are actors on an everyday basis. Like, and then the video after that is just bouncing off of the clickbait now because, you know, they saw something happen, and the way the Ace family works is if they have one scandal, they're just going to bounce back off of it. Like, you know, they're just going to build on that scandal. And they posted a video called "We Went to Therapy," which is insinuating that they like have some things to work through, which they probably do.
So as some of you guys know, I recently uploaded a video, A Day in the Life of Catherine, and there was a clip in there that was not supposed to be uploaded. It was not supposed to be in there. I accidentally left it in there. I edited the video, and you guys know. You
left it in there on purpose.
You guys, oh my god, I just had deja vu, that's weird. I was editing the video. You guys know that Austin has been editing the video since day one. And basically we just want to talk about that for a second. So pretty much, it was a rough morning that morning and we were frustrated with each other. We were arguing.
And obviously they only saw a clip of that.
Yeah, you guys only saw a small clip of it. You guys didn't actually see me yelling before, thank God. And that was like take 4, and at that point I was so frustrated and I didn't like how it was going because it was my video that I wanted to do, and at the end
we had the babies coming.
Yeah, and at the end he was like, "My hair's up, like I would not be filming like this," and I was like, okay. And at that point it was like the 4th try and I was so over it, and that was the one that we used, and it just so happened to make it in the video, and that's like just dead the truth. But I will say that
and they said you were crying. They said you were crying before that. Were you crying?
No, I wasn't crying.
They said you had a bruise on your forehead.
Stop it.
That's what they said.
Stop it. You're lying.
Did you have a bruise on your forehead?
No.
Did you cover it up with your makeup today?
No, stop. Okay, so listen.
People are crazy.
No, listen. No, we always argue. Okay, something that you guys don't know is that pretty recently, I want to say like just a couple months ago, there was a period where Austin and I didn't talk for 4 days. We didn't talk for 4 days. We were so irritated with each other. And we didn't show that on camera. We didn't film that. We didn't talk about it. It's our business.
But that's normal.
No, I know, but listen.
A normal couple, normal marriage,
so
right?
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
People does not argue?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just letting you guys know that like, for us, that's normal. I've seen it many times in my own like family and stuff. Like people argue. It just doesn't happen to go on camera in front of millions of people.
Right. And with us, because we've been doing this for going on 4 years now, we told them from day one that our channel is about positivity and not drama. And so clearly, we're not going to show us arguing, but in that particular clip, it was us arguing something they'd never seen before. So they were like, "Oh my god!" They were like, "Oh my god!" They argue. Austin's beating her.
No, that's not funny. That's not even a joke. Like when no, I know. I'm saying like people saying that. That's messed up. Like you don't joke around about that. Like there's people that really go through real life things.
That's true.
And like, that's not the case in our family. So I just feel like you
But I
don't
feel
joke
like-
around about that. You don't say that. Like, that's just not cool.
But I feel like the Ace family, like, would never say that. It's people from the outside looking in. People from day one, or ever since we became the Ace family, everyone is unhappy and wants us to be unhappy, right? People want us to break up and for things to happen with our family. And so I feel like as far as the Ace family, like
Can you stop?
As far as our actual real fans, they know.
So basically, you guys want Austin to be the villain at all times.
It's okay.
And,
I'm the villain.
And
I can take it, but it's
I can
normal.
honestly say that he is officially numb to it.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't at first, but he's officially numb to it, and I am too.
I feel like I don't really want to speak on them as a couple unless there is some like clear safety issues regarding Catherine. I think most married couples have arguments and swear at each other and sometimes lose their cool, but the fact that the kids were kind of involved in that moment makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Not with the argument, but just with the like, he clearly didn't want to film and the girls were just kind of like waiting on standby. And then the moment they got back into filming, the girls were just like, hey, like it's really weird to see the kids like switch off and on like that. Anyway, Catherine then tweeted out saying, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Super chill vibe, something different. And yes, Austin and I get frustrated with each other. Sometimes it's called marriage. I wish people would stop expecting people to have a perfect life. It's just not realistic. Love you, baby. And then he replies saying, no relationship is perfect, but the love Catherine and I have for each other makes up for all the small imperfections. I love you. I don't know how they pronounce that. I think I've heard them say it before, I just can't recall the sound. And then she quote tweets that and says, I still hate you sometimes, like a lot, bye. And that was that on that. Pretty interesting. Maybe she is like sending subliminal messages to her young audience. Recently a video by Without a Crystal Ball came out, I think her name's Kate, where she talks about how James Charles made her delete her videos on Tati. As you guys know, me and Kate have had a little bit of a run-in before. She explained in a different video, it started a whole thing again where she copyright striked my video, which means I had a strike on my channel. If I received one more, I would be banned for posting for 7 days, and if I had one more strike within 3 months, my channel would be terminated. So I just think, you know, in that moment I said, yes, I made a mistake for posting your article in my video, but you didn't have to strike my channel. You could have just copyright claimed it and then you could have just made all the money from it, which I would have been completely fine with. Like, I'm not going to cry over one video losing monetization. We had a little bit of run-in back then, and it was actually to do with a Tati article where she wrote a bunch of articles about Tati. I actually spoke to Tati about it, and I think she said there was like a lot of personal information in there, which, yeah, she technically found public information, but human decency means you don't put some of those things out on your YouTube channel, like stuff about her husband and stuff about her family, which even though you found it in like a public place on the internet, just human decency would be like, those people aren't YouTubers. They haven't put themselves out there publicly. Tati has. So if you have any criticisms of Tati, great, aim them at Tati, but don't then drag her family issues into it, because that family didn't ask to be dragged on the internet because they're not YouTubers and they're not famous. That's my opinion on it though. You guys let me know what you think. So actually what now came out is that James Charles was DMing her to take down the videos because apparently she was going to get sued. So these screenshots I'm going to show you guys are now from Without a Crystal Ball's video where she goes over this whole thing, and one of the screenshots is, hi love, wanted to shoot you a quick DM. Really appreciate you supporting me and always seeking the truth for the past year. I've seen a few videos and it did mean a lot that you saw through the BS that was going on. That being said, there was a lot more that happened behind the scenes that is slowly coming to light and no one knows the actual truth. A lot of the things you believe about it aren't true. The truth will come out in due time. I'm just staying silent and minding my business until then. I noticed in a few of your tweets you've said that you're speaking to someone close to me and I'm wondering who that is. I won't tell them you told me, but I'm definitely concerned as my close friends were asked to stay silent on this. If you need to know anything or have any questions, I'd prefer you just message me. I hope you're having a great night. And she replies, what do you mean Tati was pushed? And in full transparency, I don't run narratives, so if I get something wrong, I correct it. So if she's not responsible, then obviously that needs to be known. And he goes, but because of that, a few videos you've posted have really hurt the Westbrooks with false information. I want you to be really careful, because if there's any lawsuits going on, it won't be from my end. That's all I can say. Which insinuates that the Westbrooks will be suing people that are spreading misinformation, which Tati did insinuate in her newest video. And she didn't say that she was just going to sue Jeffree or Shane. She did say that anyone on the wrong side of the story will be getting a lawsuit. She didn't explicitly say she was going to sue people, but she said she's within her like time frame to still sue. Okay, so I would love to tell you all about this, but it's so much deeper and serious than anyone actually knows. Tati was pushed, and that's all I can say, because the way it happened is her story to tell and her story only, not mine. And if it ever does come out by her, you'll understand why I say that. She still posted the video, so I'm not delusional in thinking she's an innocent angel, but knowing what I do now, it makes a lot of sense. And this was June 23rd, so like right before the video that Tati posted. I've removed most of my videos from that time, and he liked it. And he said, the Westbrooks were a pawn in the game of chess. I know you hate them and it seems like they did it all, but it's not the case in any way, shape or form. Of course, there's a part of me that wants Tati to come out and say her piece, but she was pushed to make her video last year. So if she does speak up about it, I truly want it to be from her heart and with no one else pushing her one way or the other. I would say just like when everything happened last year, it seemed like Tati and her husband wanted to take down their friend over vitamins, but now it's clear that they were simply pawns in a big game of chess. I apologize to them for what I've put out there and hope that a checkmate is coming soon. And he goes, I'm trying to help you. You can do whatever you want. I'm trying to understand in what context a lawsuit could even be started based upon public records. And that's kind of what I was mentioning. So she found public records on her family, on Tati's family. She found public records about, for example, Tati's husband, James, some stuff with his family. Then she found a lot of stuff on Tati's family. And even though those are public records, I personally don't believe that those should have been publicized, just made bigger than they are. A lot of us have personal information that is technically public because it's on the internet, but that does not mean we want people to go out searching for it and publicizing it. If it's not problematic, of course, if someone is like or problematic in that sense, then of course release it. But when it just comes to like family issues or speculating on people's families and stuff like that, I just think it's disgusting. Even if you find it on the internet, the fact that you're then putting it out there is dangerous and it's not right. And that's my opinion on it. Whatever your opinion is on Tati, I just don't think getting her family involved is the right decision, mainly if they haven't done anything hugely problematic. She goes, additionally, the video uploaded would be in her favor. And he goes, I have no idea. I'm not their lawyer. And personally, I think it's best to not get the law involved with any of this for the same reason I didn't sue Jeffrey. But they are their own people and can make their own decisions. And he does that under like the upside down smiley face, which I use in like a petty way, but he seems to just like throw it in anywhere. They've mentioned it to me before, so I just wanted to let you know and try to warn you. That said, I'm sorry if it came off as a threat. That was absolutely not the intention at all. I was simply trying to help you. Who knows, maybe a positive video will help change their perspective on you. The video is actually tying together what people have said thus far and then showing people that Tati was used. In that case, you should be fine then. So she then tweeted out saying, last year when Tati Westbrook uploaded her video, by sister, I believed her motives were related to vitamins. However, after spending time speaking with people involved, I realized now that Tati Westbrook was used as a pawn in a big game of chess. So she's just repeating what like James told her. I have come to learn the situation far deeper and a lot more dark than anyone would ever suspect. Tati Westbrook uploaded that video. It was urged to put out by sister. I truly apologize for drawing those conclusions. Additionally, I truly hope she will tell her story. People being used to push false narratives need to be exposed. Additionally, if our community is getting it wrong about her, we all deserve to listen to her side with open hearts and minds. I'll keep my ears open that she comes back and shares her truth about what happened. And then James actually DMs her again saying, please remove the after speaking to the people involved part. That's really the core issue here is I feel like you're getting information from someone in my camp and I have a leak and therefore cannot be trusted, which is kind of scary. The fact that, you know, James has been exposed by so many people close to him and there are people on like Tinder, like straight men who will start talking to James and then try to expose him. It must be terrifying to be that big and then know that there are people close to you that could be sharing personal information to other people and then you don't know who to trust and not trust, and it definitely breeds paranoia when it comes to celebrities or just famous people on the internet. And that was that on that. That's kind of all we know so far. So there is, you know, James is warning people about some lawsuits, well, was at the time of like before Tati posted her video. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think people's families are off limits? I've always had the opinion that people's families are off limits. I said that about Jaclyn Hill before when people were making videos about her dad, and I don't agree with that. Just because, for example, I put myself out there, that was my decision as an adult. That does not mean that then my family has also agreed to be put out there. And if I don't personally put them out there, but you somehow find information on them publicly, somewhere on the internet, that just human decency would mean don't publicize it, because clearly if she didn't make her family public, she doesn't want her family public. And you also don't know what's happening in people's personal lives, and to publicize that can really hurt people. So that's my opinion on personal matters. And that'll be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, and subscribe because I post videos every time something happens. So hit that bell, you'll be notified when that's happening. Social media links, second channel, affiliate links, any other links in the description. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.